Hello, good morning. Here we are the members of our group. I am Mariana Santos.
I am Elia Peris.
And I am Jordi Martinez. The main objective of this presentation is to show you the different registers in English through the series we have chosen.
In this case, a series from Netflix called Peaky Blinders. Before starting, we have to say that this series is set in the Middle Age of the last century in the city of Birmingham. So the characters will have some characteristics of that time and of the English dialect they have there.
I am going to explain static register. This style of communication rarely or never changes. It is frozen in the time and often contains archaisms. The wording is exactly the same every time it is spoken. For example, the Lord's Prayer, the preamble to the U.S. Constitution, the alma mater, a biography reference, laws, biblical connotations.
I am going to explain the examples of static register in context of ecclesiastical. Dear beloved, we are gathered here today, joined together in holy matrimony, Thomas Michael Shavely and Grace Helen Burgess. We have changed static register to casual. Hey brothers, we are here to check out how Thomas and Grace are going to get hitched. The second example of static register is another of ecclesiastical context. In the black midwinter, the kingdom come, the will be done on earth as it is.
A formal register is one-way participation. It is based in no interruptions, technical vocabulary, or exact definition. Includes presentation or introductions between strangers, often used to show respect. This language is used in formal settings and is one way in nature. This use of language usually follows a commonly accepted format: complete sentences, more complex syntax, and specific words. It is usually impersonal and formal. A common format for this register are speeches. For example, introductions between strangers, rhetorical statements and questions, speeches, pronouncements made by judges, school, public office, business, settings, sermons, etc.
Now I am going to explain the formal register. The first say, Inspector, I responded your invitation because I want us to understand each other. I am the businessman. I want to make my business successful. Therefore, we have changed the formal register to static. Sir, I respond your request as I deserve. Both of us. I comprehend it. I am the entrepreneur. My desire is to recount my commerce well to do. The second examples of formal register say, this is the case of a family Birmingham. Gangsters on trial for murder and sedition. The leader of the gang, Thomas Selby, he claims his family was caught up in a winter conspiracy. He names Winston Churchill. The third example of formal register say, of course, madam, women alone are not allowed at the bar. The fourth example of formal register say, I just took a look around. I like this place. Fire for melting silver. Canal to get it away. How much does it cost? You tell Mr. Stone I am going to buy his yard.
Intimate register. This communication is non-public. The intonation is more important and is more than wording or grammar. It has private vocabulary. So the first example of casual register is this one. Those bastards out there are her family, and if you fuckers do anything to embarrass her, your kin, your cousins, etc. We have changed it to a more formal register, and it results this way. Those bad people out there are her family, and you do whatever thing to hazard her, your relatives, etc. Here we can see that it's casual register due to the character uses colloquial words as bastards and fuckers. Another example of casual register is this one. How the fuck did a Birmingham racketeer get his hands on a personal letter written by King George? We can see that the character uses also colloquial words and for that reason is casual register. Some examples are fuck and racketeer. Another example is this one. Get your weapons out, boys, and load them up. Take your time, hold them up in the air so they can see what we got. This is casual register due to the character makes contractions that are not accepted in formal or standard register. These contractions are hold them, load them, and sus. Another example of casual register is this one. Shut up, stop fucking rigging due to my razor blade and a few complaints from the neighbors about terrible fucking music. This place is under new management by order of the Peaky Blinders. In this example, we can see that the character uses expressions and words of colloquial register as shut up and fucking. The last example of casual register is this one. Get out of the fucking car! Get out of the fucking car now or I will open fire! We can see that the character repeats the word fucking and this word is from casual register and not accepted in formal or standard register. Intimate register. This one is non-public communication and the intonation is more important than wording or grammar. It has private vocabulary too. It also includes non-verbal messages between husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, siblings and also pets. This is more common among family members and close friends. The first example of intimate register is this one. Michael, honey, we have changed it to a more formal register and it results this way. Dear Michael, honey is a word from intimate register that is not accepted in formal registers. So the word to change it is dear and others. Next example of intimate register is this one. Okay kids, come on, let's go to the bed. The character says this phrase to his kids, so is intimate register. The following example of intimate register is this one. Move, shut up and listen. I believe you boys call this no man's land. Now, most of you were in France, so you all know what happens next. I've got brothers and a husband here, but you have all got somebody waiting for you. Now, I'm wearing black in preparation. I want you to look at me. The last example of intimate register is this one. You look beautiful. I need you, Grace. I need you.
I'm going to explain the consultative register, that is two-way participation, and the background information is provided, so the prior knowledge is not assumed. The interruptions and feedbacks fillers are allowed, like I see, that's right, and there are more complex syntax and longer phrases. This is a standard form of communication. Users engage in a mutually accepted structure of communication, and it is formal and societal expectations accompany the users of this speech. It is a professional discourse. Uh, normally it is between a superior and a subordinate, like the doctor and the patient, the lawyer and the client, the teacher and the student, the parents with their children, and it could be when strangers meet, and it is a communication between superior and a subordinate.
Now I'm going to explain the consultative register examples. In the first example, we can see a presentation and a conversation between Anand and Tommy and Polly Shelby, and they say, "May I ask what this meeting is about?" We have changed to a formal register, and now we can say, "What do you want?" In the second example, we can see when Polly meets Luca and Greta, and they are discussing about a favor. Luca and Greta say, "In return of what?" In the third example, there is a meeting between Thomas Shelby and May Carleton. In this example, May Carleton is trying to make business with Thomas Shelby, and she says, "If you ever decided to put that filly out, I will be interested." In the last consultative register example, there's a conversation between the leader of Birmingham City Council and Thomas Shelby, a gang leader. The City Council asks Thomas how's business, and he answers, "All right, it's holding up."
As we can see in this series, there are a lot of registers except static, that is not very common, but in general it has been easy to find the registers.